Alright guys, how's everybody doing out there? Welcome back to Opinion Spot. And welcome back to another segment of The Kid Recommends. This is the second one actually. Last time I gave you, my fellow moviegoers, to add to your collection, I recommended that you add the action flick Kiss of the Dragon. Got a good reception from that vineyard, but now this one is very much towards my fellow gamers out there, and my fellow gamers that still play their PS2 and still get a kick out of playing their PS2 and not forgetting, the older generation of consoles and just worrying about their next gen consoles. I am a big believer in not forgetting the old school of games as well. So this one's out towards my fellow gamers out there. This is a game that I have in my collection, my PS2 collection. I still love playing it. It's very fun, and it is known as God Hand. Yes, God Hand. God Hand is a very entertaining game. If you haven't played it, I do recommend you do play it. It was developed by Clover Studio. It was basically Clover Studio's last game. It was published by Capcom. It was also created and basically directed by Shinji Mikami. He's the same guy that created the likes of Dante and Devil May Cry and things like that, as well as Resident Evil. Can't leave that out. The game is pretty much a beat 'em up game. It's pretty much a traditional element of beat 'em up, but you are kind of like over the shoulder type adventure game. And the game is pretty much, think of a mixture of Kung Fu Hustle mixed with Fist of the North Star, mixed with pretty much many westerns, as well as animes that kind of are based in wasteland westernized towns like Trigun and things like that. So the game is it was developed really to aim for the hardcore gamers, and it has a lot of comic relief in it. You play as the main protagonist in the game is Gene. You play as Gene, and he's pretty much your martial artist, but pretty much all for the good guys. He's carefree, but he does know right from wrong, and he's on the side of justice. He's bestowed the legendary god. He's bestowed one of the legendary God Hands, because there's more than one out there. And the God Hand, you see throughout the game how he got the game. They do a backstory of how he got the God Hand, and he literally got his arm basically lobbed off. I think of Gene as a mixture of Iron Fist as well, but in the way he goes along with his companion Olivia to basically battle the demons, also known as the four-dented diva. And it gets to the point where, to show you how powerful the God Hand is, Gene is able to do many things with this hand. Like, they usually have, whenever you get your gauge up enough, you can do a roulette move or so, which is used to empower the God Hand, and he'll able to, actually hit somebody out in outer space. A lot of comedy involved in this, but it's really funny. It's very classy. You don't get tired. Graphic wise, the graphics are PS2 graphics, or it could be even lower, but you can't but play this game, and you can't stop. You cannot put it down until you figure out the story. it is rated M for maturity. So for all those my younger viewers out there that are interested in getting this game, it is for the older, mature games. So you definitely have to get it with your parents. But if you do find it, it's probably very cheap now. You probably can find it at a EB Games or somewhere for really cheap, but it's very fun. Gene cracks a lot of jokes, and it doesn't really take itself pretty serious in this game, because it's just to show, just to have fun. Gene is able to use many styles of martial arts. I've seen drunken style kung fu in this. I've seen capoeira. He even does. He even pays homage to Bruce Lee with the 1-inch punch that Bruce Lee did. The boss battles are great, because there are sometimes where you need to do quick time action moves where the scene will tell you to press X, and then you press square or press triangle and things like that. But over time in the levels, it does get a little hard. I mean, the game is not just okay. You're gonna get through the game easy. It does have a bit of difficulty to it. And your player does level up, throughout the game, so he can unlock different moves and things like that and techniques. But it's very cool. I love the fight between you and the Devil Hand, because like I said, there's another out there with the kind of hand, but he calls his the Devil Hand, and you get into a crazy fast-paced battle. Think of it as pretty much as how you see how they fight in Dragon Ball, where it's really fast and fast-paced. That's how you're fighting when you're fighting the Devil Hand. It's really funny. I mean, they really don't take themselves serious. Like, you fight the trio that is responsible for cutting off Gene's original arm. You fight bosses. You fighting this gorillas wearing lucha libre wrestling gear, androids inspired like a rock duo. You fight all kinds. They don't take themselves really seriously. It's supposed to be funny, as well as you fight twin extremely flamboyant homosexual guys in this, and you cannot but laugh, but you got to take these guys serious, because I remember fighting these guys for the first time and they kicked my ass, and I'm like, whoa, these guys can fight. So once I got into the game more, I really was like, yo, I really enjoy this game. So I do recommend you play it. If you haven't, try it out. Rent it. Do whatever you need to, just to see that, okay, if you still have your PS2, that's the main problem. If you still have your PS2, check it out. You probably will enjoy it. For all those who are subscribers to GameFly or something like that, that's another way of doing it, renting it from GameFly. But I definitely recommend you check this out. Check this game out. I think it was another pretty good hit for Mr. Mikami. Mikami-san, I think he did a very good job with all the great games he's brought to us, from Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, and things like that. This game pretty much will have you laughing. It will have you like, wow, that was cool, that was interesting. And you will see bits and pieces of, different movies or favorite animes that you love. And but other than that, just check it out, people. So once again, this was another spot to another time at the Kid Recommends. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for another one sometime soon. Probably be another movie, as always, but I will definitely get to you guys, and hope to hear what you guys got to say as well. And take care.